What's up, everybody? How's it going? Welcome on back to the Beard and Talks, episode 7. This is what you will call the remastered podcast episode, I guess, because what we're going to be talking about today are remasters. So, what's on the docket today is we're going to be talking about the GTA Trilogy remaster, Mario Party Superstars, and also Pokemon Brilliant Diamond, right?
Shining Pearl, I think.
Shining Pearl. There you go, Shining Pearl. Thank you. Um, and so, as you guys know who I am, I'm Disparity here. You know, as usual, variety content creator, like play a lot of games, and Mr. Works for Tips, go ahead.
He works for Tips. I was here during episode 5. I'm a Twitch variety content creator. I play all sorts of games, be it the RPGs, battle royales, shooters, you name it. But there are some that I don't really play all that much. But if anything, you guys can also follow me on Twitter. More on that later.
Mhm. Okay, so as you guys see here, is that we're going through the trailer here of the GTA remaster. So as you guys know, GTA series is one of the most infamous series because there's usually like a lot of controversies going on and around it, especially with like GTA 3, Vice City, and San Andreas. These were the classics that people really loved and really enjoyed. I played them multiple times and I believe that they're great games. So now they're coming out with remasters. So Tips, do you have any thoughts on these remasters here as you see them?
Honestly, well, first things first, they look amazing as, the standards go for, 2021. I will say that. I don't really have a lot of memories with 3, but I do have a few memories with Vice City and San Andreas back when I was a little kid because my middle brother used to play them and would just usually watch them a lot.
That's what's up. That's what's up. For me, I guess I have plenty of memories because I mean, my very first GTA that I ever played was GTA 3. Going over to my friend's house to watch him play it. Back then my mother, she didn't really allow me to play like kind of violence games like at least like that until I got like a bit older. And like GTA 3, um, for me that's just something that I cherish. But my favorite has always been San Andreas. So apparently, with with the remasters here is that they're doing remastered visuals. They changed the engine into the Unreal 4 engine, and then on top of that, yeah, basically it's a whole graphical change to it. So I wonder what the performance is, or what it's gonna be like. Because when it comes to like remasters and stuff like that, I'm like a big guy on gaming and or games and optimization. So if the games don't feel right, then it's gonna feel off. But they said that they're supposed to be modernizing the controls into like guess like GTA kind of controls. But you got any thoughts on on that?
Honestly, from just the trailer, but it could possibly change later. The games look like they run like very smooth. I'd say close to 60 frames per second, so that's at least a plus. But we don't know if that's gonna be the case when it fully comes out.
Hmm.
Um, if anything, we already know that if it's anything, it is probably not gonna be the most optimized on Switch because it's gonna be using a different Unreal 4 engine.
You know what? And speaking of the Switch, it's rumored that it's a tragedy because I was actually going to pick it up on the Switch. Is that they're doing the whole one game on? It's rumored that they're doing the one game on cart, and you have to download the other games instead of just putting everything on a singular, card or whatever, whatnot.
Dang.
Um, yeah, and to have all three games on the card, it will be like 25 gigabytes. So even though Nintendo or Rockstar could use a 32 gigabyte card to fit all those games on there, they rather have a download. And again, this once again comes with the destruction of physical media. Like I don't like games that do that. I don't know. I don't know why they keep doing that. It just I don't know.
I guess at this point in time they think that everything has to be on the internet, which is it's very stupid.
Yeah, I feel like companies are trying to take again. I'm a big advocate for physical games. I feel like they're trying to take away your right to own your games. Like if you guys again don't know, when you buy a game that's digital, there are multiple factors that kind of climb into it, but you don't get access. When you buy the game digitally, you just basically get like a license to play it. They can revoke that license anytime. Let's say you ever get banned, as an example, you don't have access to that content anymore. But again, when you have a physical, even if you were to get banned, you have access. But with GTA though, it's like, what if one day the servers decide Nintendo decides to shut down the servers? I mean, as long as they, I guess, decide to, you can, I guess you can re-download your games, I'll be fine. But I don't know. I don't. Yeah,
that's probably like the best they'll do when like the eShop shuts down. But
yeah,
it's also kind of sad because at that point, they're at this point, like even if that's the case with gaming, they're probably gonna even do that with real life items too, which I know they've done it with before.
hmm but like other than that, though, for the most part, this is why I always say as a consumer, you vote with your wallet. You don't you let Rockstar and Nintendo know that they got to quit with this practice because when it becomes the norm, it's a bad thing. I guess you could say. You don't want things to become a norm, especially like we've seen it with Kingdom Hearts 1.5, 2.5 becoming in 3 becoming the cloud versions. You can't just sit there and play Kingdom Hearts in the cloud. It'll be kind of jarring, especially playing GTA. I mean, at least we could say that GTA series isn't on the cloud, I guess.
Yeah. I mean,
But
that's a good thing. But what sucks is from what I'm hearing is that it's mainly the Nintendo versions of games that are starting to either be like, let's say, oh, we put one game on a cart, but the rest have to be download, or we're putting it on the cloud. But like other consoles really don't do that.
because yeah, other consoles they use Blu-ray media, so Blu-rays
Yeah.
I think go up to depending on what kind of Blu-ray can go up to I think 100 GB. So I think like Super Blu-ray goes up to 200 or 400, something like that. But
Hmm.
in cartridges they cost a bit more than CDs. CDs are easily mass produced. And so I think when it comes to Nintendo, I think they have 8, 16, 32, and I think they have a rumored 64 GB cart. But the higher you go, the more expensive it becomes.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, looking at the remasters though, the models of the characters, going through the trailer here look amazing. Honest, I want to say amazing, but they look good. Um, at first they kind of just look like plastic dolls in a sense. To me, kind of look, a little bit iffy, a little bit weird, but they kind of grow. It's one of those things where it kind of grows on you. It's like, well, you kind of you're gonna play it either way.
Yeah.
uh, Now the main concern that I've been seeing around the GTA community and a lot of other places is the licensing of music. Because a couple years back, in the original versions of the game, before they removed it all off Steam and other consoles, I guess, or Marketplace, they updated. Well, they didn't remove the game, but they updated the game and they removed certain songs from the games because they lost, licensing to the games. So we're wondering if they're bringing it back because GTA 3, especially Vice City, you Vice City is kind of like the thing where without the certain music, it kind of feels hollow.
Yeah.
But what are your thoughts on that, Tips?
Honestly, I just really hope that if they are able to, they could probably maybe get some of the songs back. I mean,
Hmm.
yeah, I know they're gonna be, like what, early 2000 songs,
Hmm.
for the most part. But knowing them, they're gonna probably do like more up to date songs from like, I don't know, like 2015 onwards, maybe.
Hmm. Um. So as you see here, the console comes. The game was not a console. The games come out on November 11th, which is really not too long. Not too long. From what I hear is that they're going to be priced at $60, which I think is kind of steep for remasters. I kind of felt I kind of feel like a $40 range would be the bare minimum. Because to me,
It's usually,
go ahead, Tips.
as I say, that's usually how it should be for remasters, or it
Hmm.
usually goes.
Yeah. Uh, that's what it should be. It's $40, but they're going for 60. And I mean, if I could, I would understand if they were doing a full remaster of everything or remake technically of the game and sell it for 60, $70. Sure, why not, right? But
Mm.
for $60 for just a remaster, kind of skeptical. Like I said, licensed music, if it goes away, then it's gonna be kind of sad. As you see here, the games will be coming out on the PS5, PS4, Xbox Series X and S, the Xbox One, the Nintendo Switch, and then also PC. So as you see there with the PC logo there, um, from what I
We
hear, I'll
we
go ahead.
know what that's gonna be.
This time though, it's not Epic Game Store actually. They're doing it.
Really?
Yeah, they're doing it on their own Rockstar Social Club.
Ah.
So here's the thing. Again, when it comes, we're going back to a little to these PC launchers, right? I'm a
Mhm.
person who advocates for as a consumer you should be able to buy your games or whatever for any platform you want, whether it's Steam, GOG, or, I guess Rockstar Social Club, Origins, Uplay, so many places, right?
Yeah.
I don't like it when developers are trying to force people on just one platform. I really cannot stand it because I don't want to remember more than like 20 passwords when I log into something. For me, my main launchers on computer is Steam and GOG and Origins because I have certain games I want to play on there. But who just says, "Man, I want to go on Rockstar to play this game"? I guess people do say that. I don't know. What are your thoughts on that, Tips?
Honestly, when it comes to me, I would prefer if I was to get this to mainly be on Steam because that's usually the main launcher that I'm using most of the time. I don't really use Origin all that much. Don't use Uplay all that much.
Hmm.
And Epic, well, the less I say,
I think for
even
me,
though I,
oh, go
even
ahead.
though I only use it for one game, and that's Kingdom Hearts until it comes to Steam.
I was just talking to Dre today about that. I was like, the only game I need to get before I can fully not have Epic anymore is World War Z on Steam. Because again, for those of you guys that don't know, is I don't like Epic for a couple reasons. Number one, well, the major reason though is that they lied when it came to Fortnite Save the World, of course.
Hmm.
I got burned when playing H1Z1 because H1Z1 decided to go the battle royale. If y'all remember that game, decided to go the battle royale route instead of like doing its survival game or messing with its survival game. And that's the same way that Save the World did, and that just turns me off their games completely. And then I never looked back. And Epic, they took. Lucky I didn't pay for it. My buddy gifted it to me. I gave it a good 20-30 hours, but I can't support Epic that way. Uh,
And also, exclusivity can kind of be stupid.
yeah,
But then again, they at least are like after a year they'll give it to us. But
you know what?
I shouldn't have to fucking rely on one launcher just to play a game for a year.
But here's the good thing though, is that while it's on Epic Games for a year, those games get patched up, updated, and then when they come to Steam, guess what? We're ready to play. We're ready.
And
So
they probably run much better than they do on Epic.
exactly. That's when they came
By the
out.
way, when does World War Z come out on Steam?
Oh, it's actually already on Steam now.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
it's been on
nice.
Steam I think for like a month now.
Hmm.
Yeah, just about a
All
month
right.
now. So right now it's actually on sale for $31. So I was like,
Ooh.
I was thinking about picking it up. 'Cause I was like, if I pick it up, I don't have these Epic, and also it's the with the expansion pack too. They get like a
Hey,
first person mode now or something like that. So another
nice.
place. So yeah, it's better this time. But I mean, all in all though, with the GTA remaster, I feel a lot hopeful. I just hope that again the Switch version isn't true. Oh, but hold on, let me actually. It popped in my head. It's rumored that also the Play Asia versions of the games, the GTA remasters,
Ooh.
will be everything on the cart. So if you want to get the GTA remasters, you will buy it from Play Asia and get it shipped, imported here. So there you go. So that does happen. And if I recall, the Nintendo versions or Play Asia games or versions will not be out until December 7th. So we got to wait until then to see on if they're going to be on the card or not, because that's the beauty of it. I Play
Yeah,
Asia.
but if you are a physical, a lover of like physical media, you might as well go for it.
Hmm.
And be patient.
Oh, I know I'm definitely going for like. I already told my buddy Dre. I said, man, I can wait. I have plenty of other games to play right now, so I can
You,
definitely wait.
yeah, I bet you do have plenty of games to play.
At least over at least over 100. But hey, who's
Yeah,
counting? Who's
I mean,
counting?
same here.
It's either we're not finishing games quick enough, or they just come out too quick. I don't know.
I feel like it's just because they come out too quick.
That's honestly a possibility. Um, but I think that's all it really needs to be said about GTA remasters. Um,
Yeah.
All right, guys. If you guys enjoyed this podcast here, definitely consider subscribing to the channel and also check out my other podcasts as well. And follow me on social media at Disparity on Twitter and other sources. Works, Chris, what about you, sir?
You can follow me on twitch.tv/worksfortips or on Twitter at worksfortips. But one though, I would recommend that you be at least of 18 in order to go on to and look at my Twitter.
Alrighty, thank you. And thank you very much. Remember, guys, to give us both a follow and subscribe. And now that we're back, we're here to talk about the new Pokemon games that are coming out, or technically, again, another remake, which is Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. So, as you guys will see in this trailer here, it's a complete remaster. And also, fun fact, it's technically been, I guess you say, remade. It's being remade by a different company. That's not Game Freak. So that
Interesting.
that's definitely a plus. Yes, it is. It's definitely a plus. And as you guys will see in this trailer here, the changes in the game, graphic wise, look freaking excellent. Because to me, Game Freak, they have a weird sense of doing things. But in my opinion, this remaster just looks good. Just looks great. I know that whenever this first got shown off, it got a lot of flack because of the whole like chibi, like little chibi models that's going on and stuff. But to me, I feel like they were perfectly fine. I mean, they'll grow on you. I mean, what? It's a remaster, so you guys should be happy about it. Do you have any thoughts on the remasters tips?
Uh, the remasters, the way from it looks, it almost reminds me of the Let's Go games in a way,
Hmm.
with like how they almost did. At least the battling kind of looks, has like the chibi style.
Yeah.
But the overworld kind of does look like the like original like DS games that you would usually see, just updated and different graphics.
It also looks like they updated the models a bit. Yeah,
Yeah,
well, I can't really tell if they're using updated models or like already made models, but either way, though, like they look freaking amazing, honestly.
they
Uh,
do.
in my opinion, like they just did wonders to the game. To me, like, and also as remaster, it's using number one, it's using Switch hardware, so the game should run a lot better. And I'm really hoping that they bring back the national decks for this version. I mean, they don't have to bring like every new Pokemon that's like not to this like I guess region, but if they can bring back the majority of Pokemon, that'd be great. And I guess you can already think it's gonna have capability with Pokemon Home and other I guess other previous Pokemon games. Um, but from other trailers and stuff that's been shown is that they're bringing back again like everything. You're gonna have the underground. We can have what is it, underground bases, I believe. Uh,
Yes.
I think they're gonna have Pokemon contests and stuff. So it's like freaking amazing to me, you know. And then as you guys see, like again with the animation stuff, the battling when it comes it looks great, you know. And Turtwig, that's my Pokemon. I mean, hey. I don't know, what was your favorite starter Pokemon tip from the
Um,
series?
but not, in like just the series or just this game.
Well, just this game alone.
I usually always pick Piplup, but again, I usually always pick the water type.
I had a buddy of mine years ago. He beat the game with just Piplup or Empoleon. Literally. Just Empoleon.
I mean, if you think about it, your starter Pokemon can legit like almost destroy everything.
Yeah, that is true. Well, I think like because back then, Empoleon, I think he's a water steel type.
Yep.
So Steel already has a really good physical defense, number one. And then number two, you have the good typing of water. I don't know, like I think Empoleon's just able to learn like a lot of good moves, especially like moves like Earthquake and stuff too. So
Yeah.
yeah, you could definitely steamroll through it. Uh but yeah, like that's what he did. I never done it before, but Pokemon Platinum was the best game back then. And so
It,
I guess
it was.
yeah, I guess we could expect they're adding everything from Pokemon Platinum into this version as well. Uh, but I wonder what,
At least I'm hoping they do.
yeah, I wonder what extra content they're gonna put into it though. Hmm, like, cause of course they're gonna have online and all that, and I wonder if God, if this game's not being made by Game Freak, I wonder if it's gonna be better. Like,
Well, possibly. If anything, judging from what you're thinking, you probably really do want it to be better than what Game Freak usually makes.
yeah, well, yeah, because Game Freak doesn't like to innovate anymore. They're sitting on piles of Pokemon money, and they're like, well, what do we have to change? Absolutely nothing. People will eat it. They will eat our games up like it's nothing. And
Yeah.
that's what Game Freak does. So they don't have to innovate. And so while the Brilliant Diamond, like I said, Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, they were created by another company. I forgot what their names were, but they're created by another company. While Game Freak is actually working on Pokemon series Arceus, which is the next, I guess, the next mainline game. Well, I'm not sure it's mainline.
I don't know, but we will be able to but we will cover it later down the road when it's about to come out.
Oh yeah, definitely. Because RC is supposed to be a kind of Monster Hunter ish kind of game, so I wonder what's that's gonna be like. But to Brilliant Diamond, Brilliant Pearl, though, let's see if I can find another trailer real quick. Because I know there's plenty of trailers where oh well here we go, we have a Team Galactic trailer here where they're making they're making a comeback now, as you guys see. Uh, Team Galactic being back, of course. To me, the main villain had an actual evilness to him. He wanted to distort the world and create a new world, but he was kind of flawed. You know,
Yeah.
and I think Pokemon, fourth generation Pokemon, they had a lot of legendaries in it too, right? I think they had what? They had the three Lake Guardians, uh,
Yep.
Regigigas, I think,
Yes.
Palkia and Dialga, and then also Giratina.
Giratina.
Yeah, then Giratina,
Darkrai.
Darkrai, and
Arceus.
Arceus. Um, I feel like we're missing a Pokemon.
I I don't remember what else there was.
Heat Train.
Yes.
Heat Train.
Oh my
Yeah,
god, I almost forget about Heatran.
yeah. I think he's very forgettable. But really though. Uh, so yeah, it's like I hope that you're able to bring your Pokemon from other series back into Pokemon Diamond, Brilliant Pearl, at least at a certain time. Like Sword and Shield, I think I want to say this. This game for me is going to make up for Sword and Shield being really lackluster because as Pokemon went on, those games weren't really well. It felt like each iteration again they were getting lazy and lazy and lazy. So like everyone says like the best series was Black and White 2 and Pokemon Platinum, and then of course you have Emerald. Those were like basically anything that's past like Black and White 2, Gen 5, I think, which is bad.
Yeah.
Because there's just been no innovation. But now that Brilliant Diamond, Brilliant Pearl's back, I think it's gonna be fun, honestly. It's gonna bring back a lot of nostalgia, a lot of memories and stuff. And yes, like I like the chibi models of the characters because not a lot of people like the chibi versions of them, but to me they look fine. You have anything type about the graphics or anything tips?
Honestly, the graphics look pretty amazing. A complete upgrade from, I can't remember what year Diamond and Pearl came out, like
I think it,
2005,
I think
2006,
yeah,
maybe?
yeah, one of those years.
Yeah. Like the graphics from that to this, amazing. Damn, I already forgot what else you asked besides graphics.
No, just got animations.
Oh, animations. Yeah, animations are also pretty good too.
Oh yeah. Oh, look at that. You can receive in-game items and stuff and a mystery Manaphy. Oh, well, so we
Ooh.
forgot about Manaphy as well. Yeah, see, there's
Wait, that's a Gen 4 one? I thought it
uh,
was Gen 3.
that. I think it probably. I'm not. I don't know. There's like over 1,000 Pokemon, right? Plus,
It's probably a Gen 4. I'm kind of probably remembering the Gen 3 movie.
there's just so many Pokemon right now. You can't
They
really,
really are.
you can't
There's
really
like
sit
what,
down and
over
remember.
like 900?
Yeah, yeah. And I think this is why they're starting to come out with like variants of different Pokemon and stuff because they can't come out with like any new ideas or models or anything. So it's like, well, we'll just remake a variant of our older Pokemon, call it a new Pokemon. There you go. The people won't be bad. And so
Yeah, exactly.
that's exactly what it's. But now, when it comes back to it, so the evil team in Pokemon Shining Diamond, I'm sorry, Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, it's Team Galactic. Again, Team Galactic. I think to me, in my opinion, other than Team Rocket, is probably like the better team.
Hmm.
Evil team at least because they at least had a purpose. So I think Gen 5's evil team was about like using Pokemon as weapons or something like that, where you
Uh,
shouldn't have or
yeah,
something of
yeah,
the
I
sort.
believe so.
And then Sun and Moon was just a joke kind of team. They weren't really much of a team. And then
They,
I think Sword and Shield wasn't much of a team either. It was just we're fans of Marnie, I think.
yeah.
And yeah, I mean, yeah. See, that's why the story is really lackluster. I don't know what they were going for there. Pokemon should be an adult game. It should be an adult
Uh,
series game now. I think we're hitting that point where it's about that time. But I feel like a lot of good things are gonna come out of Pokemon Brilliant Diamond, Brilliant Pearl, as long as the games are gonna at least hopefully. Actually, you know what? Come to think about it, now since they're modernizing it, we might be getting expansion packs and maybe DLC, maybe. And
Possibly.
yeah, it's a possibility.
I mean, if they do DLC for, I don't know, maybe like a little bit of like like platinum content, it'd be interesting.
hmm I kind of wish they bring back though too. Kind of
What's
wish
up?
they bring back Mega Evolutions. Because
Ooh, yes, I do.
because apparently, if you guys don't know, extensive Pokemon lore here is that the original games and the remakes are in different timelines apparently. Uh, and so that means that that's because Pokemon X and Y changed the whole lore, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
If you look into it more, and to me that's something. I mean, it's pretty interesting. But I saw, like I said, I hope they bring back Mega Evolutions or something to spice the game because let's be honest here, Gigantamax is kind of lame. from Sun from what's that,
Sword and
Sword and
Shield.
Shield. God, see, there's so many Pokemon games are getting mixed up here,
To
man.
say Z moves were pretty interesting for like at first, but then it's like, eh.
Yeah,
I'd rather take Mega Evolutions.
yeah, honestly, but oof. But yeah, so hopefully, like we're gonna. I think that's all that can actually be said about Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Pearl. Like,
All I What I could say is I'm really looking forward to these games because of one, nostalgia factor, two, this was actually the first Pokemon adventure I ever had,
mhm,
so that'll be great. Even though I know, like, probably around when I was a little kid, Gen 3 was the most recent one, but Gen 4 was my first adventure, so it'll be
mhm.
great reliving the first adventure, where I'm not naming all my Pokemon the same nickname.
I never nickname my Pokemon. I just don't like nicknaming.
Well, I never really did it, but like it was in Platinum where for some reason I did it.
Hmm. What version are you getting, by the way?
I'm getting Brilliant Diamond.
Yeah, I'm getting Diamond too. I was always a kind of diamond
Y-
person.
Yeah, same.
Um, so yeah, I mean, yeah, I just can't wait. Hopefully this experience will keep me going with the Nintendo Switch Online. I think I'll be spending about $80 around that time because I gotta pay my fun fact. My Nintendo Switch Online actually ends on my birthday, so I gotta put that up there.
When you said I'm gonna have to pay 80, I'm like, wait, don't tell me you're actually gonna go for the expansion pack.
No, no. I've seen the see. We discussed on that on the episode 5, and let me tell you
Yeah.
guys, it's horrendous, y'all. Like,
It's just how you said it. Like you were like, I'm gonna be spending $80. And
oh
I'm like,
no,
no, don't tell me you're gonna go for it.
no. I'd rather sail the high seas. You guys know what I mean, and play my games that way.
Yeah.
But
Uh,
all right, guys, and we're back with our final topic of this remastered podcast. Okay, guys, so we're here to talk about another special remaster because this one here is actually going to make up for the last game, at least in my opinion. We're going to be talking about Mario, as you guys see here, Mario Party Superstars. Okay, so with Mario Party Superstars, they're supposed to be bringing back every old school Mario, like popular Mario Party mini game. And I think I heard the rumors of they're bringing in 4 or 5. Well, there's going to be like 4 or 5 boards. Um, but Mario Party has been in such in a weird kind of state, I guess, these past couple of years because I guess after Mario Party 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I think 9, I think went up to 9, right?
they did 9 and 10. 9
Yeah,
and 10 were bad.
yeah. I see. I never played those, but I can already see. Those games were kind of already going downhill because I think like in each Mario Party, they keep trying to bring like a new gimmick, and like the mini games aren't really as great as I guess the past games because at least Mario Party 1 and 2 were kind of were really special,
Hmm.
but now it feels like the gameplay wise they're not really trying to put up an effort to come out with I guess a better Mario Party, especially like um the last one was Super Mario Party. Now that was the first version of it on the Switch, right?
Yep.
Uh it was so bad that my little nephews who love Mario and games like that, they literally played it and was like, wow, this game sucks. And as you see, when little kids say that, that's kind of like a major issue there because that means that your game is pretty bland. And my nephews, they rarely play it. Um, so we're gonna go ahead and let this trailer go through here. So as you see, like a lot of the older trailers and stuff, literally has or I'm sorry, mini games have literally been remade. Do you have any thoughts on that, Tips?
Honestly, I'm really looking forward to some of the mini games since most of the ones that I'm seeing were from like at least the N64 and GameCube era of all of them, and I really enjoyed a lot of those mini games.
Hmm. Uh, what was your favorite Mario Party, or would you say what was your favorite Mario Party?
That's a really tough one. I'd maybe say 4 or 5.
For me, I would like to say number two because number two had that like Halloween theme going on there with the costumes and stuff, and
Yes.
I enjoyed that one a lot. Now, keep in mind, I didn't really own a Nintendo console up till like around 2009, so a lot of my experience with Mario Party is just going over a friend's house and making bets about who's gonna win, who's gonna lose and stuff. And a lot of wild days. Let's just say that, guys. A lot of wild things happen. We're not going to go into detail on those things, but things happen. um, so as you see in this trailer here, we saw a couple boards already, and a lot of those boards looks pretty freaking cool. Uh, looking everything looks great, everything looks good. We needed something to like shake up, I guess, something new that where we can rag on our friends and maybe play drinking games or something, or something of the sort. Um,
We're gonna have a fair share amount of those.
oh yeah, most definitely. Uh, Now for what I did hear is that they don't. There's no unlockable characters, but I'm not for sure. But it's just a rumor because the game comes out pretty soon. I think this Friday,
Yep.
officially.
Well,
Uh,
tomorrow.
or yeah, tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. What am I talking about? Tomorrow. And so when the games come when it comes out, it's rumored that this video will come out after it comes out. So hopefully the rumors won't be true, but we're supposed to be it's not gonna be like a lot of the characters that people love love so far. Um, you know, like Shy Guy and stuff like that. There's just gonna I think there's no Diddy Kong either. Now I'm kind of disappointed 'cause I like me a good Diddy Kong. But 100 mini games that are coming back being remastered and a Mario Party. You know what I say, Tips? I kind of feel like they just ran out of ideas and was like, you know what? How about this? All right, guys, you ready for this? You ready for this? We're gonna look into our past games and we're gonna bring back the ones that people actually enjoyed. And guess what? We're gonna do. Wait for it. We're gonna put them all in a newer game so we can put up less of the work. But wait, we gotta change up the graphics though, make them look pretty. And that's kind of what they did. And
Pretty much they looked at Mario Party Top 100 for the 3DS. They're like, we know that people enjoyed these mini games. Let's add board games to it. Genius.
yeah, and a lot of mini games look really fun and look really good. Um,
Yeah.
I know when I get this, my nephew's gonna be excited because actually technically, I don't know, I wonder if it's gonna have local or not because I can invite my nephew's gonna play with us too because they're gonna be like, oh my gosh,
Like
Mario.
local online.
Yeah, local with online, yes. They're like, oh my, but I highly doubt it though. It's Nintendo, so
Yeah.
Nintendo, they're not gonna really think too far ahead. Um,
But it will be interesting.
but as a remaster goes, like, what do you think? How does it look like to you as a remaster?
Well, one, the graphics are amazing. It pretty much does kind of have the Super Mario Party kind of graphics. The
Hmm.
only difference is that we're not on like the old boards considered. Well, we're on the like very old boards, but we're not on like the Super Mario Party boards.
Yeah,
Which I'm gonna be honest, the boards in Super Mario Party were very lackluster.
yeah,
Like there was not much to them.
they seem
They were
pretty
all
small.
they were all very small.
Hmm.
But these maps, well, because they're from older Mario Party games, they're at least, trying to keep them 1-to-1
Hmm.
and relative to their size.
Hmm. And this oh,
So
and look at them right here. No, it looks like
five,
we have a space theme one. We have one with like cake or sweet themed.
yep,
Looks like
we
a
got
haunted.
US Spaceland, Horrorland, Peach's birthday cake, the woods level, and a beach level.
That woods
At
level
least we got at least two from Mario Party 2.
yeah, that woods level reminds me of like Kirby.
It does.
I mean, because I
It-
remember because the only thing with Kirby's, I remember the tree, especially from Smash that blows you
yeah,
off the stage.
yeah.
So
And speaking of you saying the horror level, that's the horror level right there.
yeah,
It actually was one of the funner maps in Mario Party 2.
and so like yeah, everything just looks great. Like comes you expect the graphics to be what it is because it's Nintendo.
Yeah.
Which is hope that they kept the gameplay intact and also the online. I hope that they really, really took into consideration because the thing with Nintendo Online guys is that they're like really in the past when it comes to like online infrastructure and also gaming. And so I really personally hope that they took into consideration that to really fix things up. But I highly doubt it though. So we have to take that with like a small grain of salt. Um, here, uh,
Mhm.
and so hopefully, um, the game turns out to be great, and we're gonna. And fun fact, we're all gonna be having this Saturday. For hopefully, we're gonna be streaming this game or playing this game, and it's gonna be a blast. So, if this
I
video is
mean,
out by that time,
if you're lucky enough to get the game by tomorrow, we'll start tomorrow.
yeah, definitely. If I'm lucky enough, because
That is true.
UPS shipping is kind of ass, but that's just
Ooh.
well, I bought mine from Best Buy because
Gotcha.
yeah, I wanted to. I was hoping that you buy it, they're gonna ship it off that day, but then the early that day, but no, they shipped it off the next day, which is Wednesday. So you know, I've been keeping up with the tracking, and they haven't updated the tracking yet, so I'm hoping. But once again though, everything looks really great. This was the remastered episode 7 of the Bearden Talks. You know, Tips. Once again, thank you for coming on with me. Tips is basically gonna be Tips guys is basically my duo host because as you guys don't know, with the Bearden Talks, I usually do I usually do a solo or duo. So Tips will be with me every time we do like a duo kind of a duo segment. We come up with our topics at least. We're gonna at least every 2 weeks a month. Kind of figure out what our topics are, and then we're gonna
Yeah.
discuss through it. But
Yeah.
if you guys definitely enjoyed the Bearden Talks, definitely once again subscribe to the channel, like, favorite, do what you got to do, guys. Support the channel. We're going to be trying to do this again at least once or twice a month. Tips, do you have anything to say?
Uh, Not really.
Not really.
Unless, no.
Okay, that's not. That's all good. But thank you guys for coming out to the Bearden Talks once again. You guys have a good one. See you guys soon. Peace out and much love, everybody. If you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like and also hit the bell notification down below. Thanks for watching.